too. Shout out to everybody here on the live, jumping on in. Thank you for being here for the monthly candle close. Let's do it. Here we are. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for jumping on in and for your viewership and your constant support and love. We're going to get through it no matter what here on the stream. Thank you, Sean. We love you, man. Sean, don't ever put that out. No, Sean, delete that. Sean, delete that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Blessings on blessings. Let's take a look at our monthly candle here for Bitcoin. We took a nasty dump, and we may continue all the way to the daily 200 MA. Remember, I looked at this like a head and shoulder pattern. A lot of people told me they didn't think so, right? I hate being right all the time, right? But to me, it looks like that head and shoulder may have dumped to the downside. What do you think? I don't know. You tell me. I'll tell you. Only time will tell. But to me, it looks like it took a pretty nice dump. What do you think? I don't know. It suggests that it definitely did. So only time will tell. But, you know, I think time already did tell. It was a dump. A head and shoulder to the downside. Yeah. Craziness, right? Bang, bang, bang to the downside. Anyway, let's take a look at our monthly close. Take a sip of water here. Tastes so good. Wow. Ugly candle. Ugly candle. Here we go with the monthly candle for Bitcoin. It opened at 62,772 and 1 penny. The high was 70,079 cents and $99. The low was 53,485 and 93 cents. And the candle would close at $64,628. In a whole month, the entire month, it would only go up $1,855, up 2.96% on the month. So pretty crazy if you think about it on the month. You know, if you think about that. So 2.96% of the month. And it was, you know, you could call it a bullish engulf. It's a bullish pin bar. Has a little more wick to the downside than to the upside. We have the 21 crossing the 50, right? All looks somewhat bullish here for the monthly. I've been talking about the monthly being inside a bit of a flag, right? Something of this nature. Looks like it may want to pump further to the upside, right? Somebody said the monthly looks cooked. I don't know about that. I don't know if the monthly looks cooked. One thing, though, it does have is bearish divergence. I mean, it swings down on the RSI while it swings up on price action for Bitcoin. And that is bearish dip. Does it come back down and test these key levels at 47,000? You know? And right now it's holding monthly support above 59,155. So unless the monthly candle next month closes below 58,600, you know, then we don't have to stress, really. Actually, we could make it even lower, really. Let's see. The high was 61,844, but the candle opened at, or closed at 58,000. So 58,750. So as long as the monthly stays above 58,750, then it's holding above support. Do we go sideways for 2-3 more months before the white candle? You know, usually we could pump without touching the white every single time. We usually come and only hit the white when we dump in the bear market, right? So I don't think we would have to come back to the 21-day moving average when I say the white, the 21-day moving average. So, all right. Shout out to Tyler Sivs who says we're so cooked, we could be cooked. I see a giant cup and handle here for Bitcoin, right? With a bigger move further to the upside. Measured move takes you to somewhere to 119,000. That could take you there by February of 2025 at the latest. Hey, Lifer, I'm so nice meeting you at the Bitcoin conference. Next time my dad and I will bring a marker for you to sign a picture. Shout out to Ironworker Derek. God bless you, man. It was so nice meeting you too. May God bless you and your dad. From the last bull, amen. Hey, Lifer, it was so nice. Yep, amen, amen, amen. Okay, let's take a look at BTC and move forward with the weekly, which we're going to see at the weekly candle close. But look at that nasty dump for the weekly, suggesting we are making that right shoulder further to the downside. Everybody was telling you we are bullish, we are bullish, we are bullish. I told you I see a head and shoulder pattern that's likely going to dump. And it doesn't look good ever since the conference. Sad to say, the 28th, the conference ended. We got a little conference pump. We did. Little Donald Trump love there. And then after that, everything has been kind of lackluster to the downside. 4 hour coming all the way back to the 200-day moving average. And, you know, I could see that head and shoulder on the daily pattern. Really couldn't see it on any other pattern but the daily. And it said to me that there was likely going to be some type of dumpage. And so far, we got the dumpage pretty nastily here. Wow. So I'm going to get rid of the moving averages for a second and just look at where we stand here on the daily. So the daily hit a clear resistance yet again. You know, triple top, whatever you quadruple top, just couldn't seem to get back above the key level. And you can see we're kind of just boxed in now inside of this channel. And you would think, okay, that we come right back down to the bottom of liquidity again. This is all we keep doing. The top to the bottom of liquidity. Then you look at the 20, where is the 200? And like, it looks like we're going to come back down to the 200-day moving average. Look at my 8 hour. Did my 8 hour lose the 200? It did. That's a bearish sign. Whenever the 8 hour loses the 200 MA, it tells me to open up a short with a stop below here and count my blessings to see how much I can get paid. All right, so, you know, that wouldn't be the worst idea right there to open a short right now using the 8 hour time frame below the 200 MA. We are pretty beat on the stochastic. You'd say, why can't we get a bit of a bounce here for Bitcoin? Could we wick back up? Anything is possible. The most bullish scenario is what I keep drawing for everybody is like we're in some type of like, you know, broadening rising wedge here, and somehow, some way we're going to make it out. But even rising wedges, you know, they're bearish no matter how they look, right? So this could break to the downside. The 8 hour losing the 200 is a bearish sign for me. And I don't know, you know, that's some bearish price action, to be honest with you. Ugly price action. And we lost the point of control. Let's take a look at our 4 hour time frame. Super oversold and just still getting sold off into the abyss to the downside. Nasty sell-off in the last 12 hours for Bitcoin. We talked about it too, right? We said, you know, it looks like, I mean, that's a bear flag to me too that has more downside. And if you look at BOOKMAP just screaming, there's so much more liquidity at the bottom waiting for a possible massive dump. So, and when BOOKMAP tells me it's waiting for a dump and there's a lot of red, I listen to BOOKMAP. All right. We need a jug and handle pattern to match your lemon water. I know, right? How is this bearish when BlackRock has 16 billion inflows? Germany, Mt. Gox. What about FTX billions? You sound like you're just reading the news, man. The charts are what they do, you know. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah. It does, yeah. Yes, I guess I'm guilty. All good. Needed a pullback. Shot at the D shuffle, right shoulder. So look at all this level, all the way back to 63,600. Also, the greed was high. Remember, we were back at like what 74 again, and the greed was super high. And now we're resetting back to neutral pretty fast, which is a pretty good sign for the market. You don't want to get oversaturated here. And you got levels all the way back down to see. It suggests we're going to take a nice dump here to the downside. All right. So one possible move is to trade the 8 hour as it leaves lower than, just continues to go lower on the 200 MA. The 1 hour lost the 200 MA right there. That's the perfect place to open up a trade and then keep the stop on the other side and that continue to dump. Looks like we may continue that dump. 50-minute is rolling over as we speak out of a flag, which is what we had drawn on the 1 minute earlier today, right? And there's your 7-minute and back to your 1, right? And I mean, once the 1 minute lost the 200 MA right there, that was the nasty drop. I always tell everyone the big drops happen right when the 1 minute loses. And I taught people this during the conference. A lot of people, I sat with them. If they had a moment to talk to me, we just discussed the markets. And I was like, I could teach you how to trade any market in the world if you just sat down and listen. I'd just be on a park bench when I'm old one day, just telling kids how to make tons of gains. And no one will know it's me. They'll be like, what? So, everyone says, could we get the divergence dump? To me, it suggests that we're just going to go further to the downside. I'd look for this to make another flag of some type and then likely just continue to dump. The only thing you would have if you break the 200 and get a move. So if you see our oh so good signal and you break above the 200, fine. Then maybe you take a little scalp long. But until then, I would suggest we dump further to the downside. And that 8 hour may continue to dump with us too. All right. So I see a move all the way back down to liquidity, 62.8 and to 63,200, all the way down here where we have BOOKMAP yelling for us to dump. So I see a move all the way down, baby, all the way down. Sorry about moving the stream around there. We're back at you. Shout out to the 546 people, 132 likes. We got everybody back in the same place together in a happy place. Happy place. And we're back in action. Excellent connection. Everything going our way. I don't know what happens. Every once in a while, something happens. You know what I mean? It's maintenance, man. Streaming is a constant process. It's every single day. I mean, we had 2 streams in a row. Fine. Next thing you know, I had some errors. Hey, Sam, what's the confirmation once the next candle closes? Honestly, I would take confirmation now, but I'd wait for the 1 hour, the 1 minute to see if it gets rejected by the 200. Seems like you might be trying to make a shoulder, a head and a right shoulder here, try to reverse this price action back to the upside. We'll see. You want to see if this continues to make a flag here. Touching the 21. If we were upside down, the 21 touching again, another pump. It'd be like, oh, here's our flag to the upside, right? That may dump us just like that. I'm bearish unless Bitcoin can get back above 65,000. Yeah. When the chart said about where the bottom was is 53K. Does this mean alt season? Are we getting cheated again? August 28th, last cycle, we took off. AI will take all the money by the time you're old, Sammy. You're funny. What's the chart saying about where the bottom? I don't know. Yeah. Where do you get your water? Some glass bottles or plastic or tap or osmosis machine? Just from a Berkey. Yeah. Man, so I see a continuation dump here to the downside for Bitcoin. I see more pain. More pain. More pain for Bitcoins to the downside. Yeah, Bitcoin's going to take a, very likely. I could be wrong. My probabilities are highly likely, but you never know. Maybe we get a bounce back up. You never know. But to me, losing key levels, head and shoulders on the daily time frame. And we saw that head and shoulder days ago. And I talked about it. Some people told me they didn't want to see it. One of my buddies. But you know what? It's okay. There's a reason I got that life or vision. It's to help people. I'm here to help others so they can see what maybe is not that easy to see. All right. Do 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 do. Boom 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 boom. Anyway, so only time will tell on these. Lifer is wrong. Use your strategy on the higher time frames. I like Lifer. Is it wrong? No, you can use it on any strategy you want. I use it on the higher time frames. That's how I learned it. Yeah. Then I moved it into the smaller ones. So be unburdened by what has been. Shout out to team. You're so funny, man. May God bless you, man, and your family. You're so funny, bro. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here with the Crypto Lifers, jumping on in, hanging out with us, having a blast every single day. We appreciate your love, kindness, and constantly being here with us every single day, man. Does Bitcoin continue to dump? Looks like it may, everybody, but you never know. Could we get this move back up? Only time will tell. Bitcoin and memes. To me, the probability is we'll see Bitcoin head lower, possibly throughout the night and into tomorrow. And I don't like that. I love BTC, and I buy it when it's red. So now we have to buy more in the red. Yeah. Yes, Berkey water system. Yeah, be like water and never outshine the master. You're funny. You're funny. I fell from a coconut tree. I bet you did, Robert. I bet you did. I remember what you said last night. I still remember it. Don't think I don't forget. I remember everything that I ever read. And you wrote something with a P that wasn't cool. Am I wrong? Yep, see? About to lose the 21 MA on the 3-day chart, which means we could dump even further to the downside. Yeah, I see what you're saying. You lose the 21 on the 3-day, you're going to drop here to the 5-day, to the 50. Dump. It's like we're hanging on by a thread right there. 6 hours heading to the 200. And, when the 8-hour loses it, it's no low. We lost it here. You never know. I'm stacking Tether. Well, that brings me to Sol BTC, and then you start looking at the BTC pairs. I mean, look at Sol. I mean, Sol Bitcoin in a bit of a flag here. Doesn't mean it's amazing, but a little bit of a flag shows like it could show some strength still. And if Bitcoin could kind of recover and go sideways, this could still pump. It's not over yet. I mean, watch Bitcoin could get right back above that 8-hour. If Bitcoin gets back above the 8-hour 200 SMA, everyone, I'm back to bullish again. So I don't want to be so, the bearer of the most bearish news ever. These are just some things that we do have to consider and take into account. Once I clear some bills up, I'm going to be 500 DCA to 1,000. Hope we stay down for a few months. Intel cutting 10,000 jobs worldwide. Recent new CPU. Major defect. He said if we get a pullback, we'll all be better off. And Bitcoin pumping nicely now to the upside. Let's take a look here at the smaller time frames for BTC. Showing signs of life, trying to show the shoulder, head and right shoulder. Can it make a move here? Struggling a bit though to get back above the zone. A lot of wicked, it's like it's fighting so hard. Almost like a double top there. Look, a double top on the 30-second chart. That's cat ears right there, if you ask me. That's a double top cat ears on the 30-second chart. Further to the downside for Bitcoin. Take a dump easy. All the way down, pleasey. Let's see. So, it would, I opened up a little short, a tiny one. I want to add to it if everything starts going my way in a half an hour to an hour. So when I go to sleep tonight, I can get paid in my sleep on this short. But only time will tell. All right. No one really knows what happens. Remember, markets aren't linear. Anything can happen. Is it normal for the 200 MA on the 4-hour to be lower than the 8-hour? Haven't seen that. Anything can happen. It's funny you said that because it doesn't always. You know what I mean? But there are instances, you know what I mean? It's like, it is weird. Normally, that's when the market's kind of in indecision. You'll see that a lot because you have gone up and down. It's kind of what it means. When the market's under a beautiful trend, it trends across, everything goes right, and a downtrend. But when it's up and down, you'll get mixed signals like that. For the most part, though, it's to the downside because you're lower. Once you lose that 8-hour 200 MA, it's just very likely the market is a short. You know what I mean? Very, 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 very likely. How do you think Bitcoin can go in this bull run? Anything can happen. I say 130 grand. Forgive me, Sammy, about the P thing. Let's remember what could be unburdened by what has been. Yo, shout out to Ron. Hey, you just won me over, man, forever. What are you drinking, my friend? I got a nice cup of Henny. I'm drinking lemon water. We don't do the Henny over here, man. There's kids watching, and, you know, we want them to know that alcohol just isn't good for you. Sorry, man. Alcohol isn't the word. Not for me. It's all good, though. People can do whatever they want. And there's the short to the downside. And here we go on the short as it starts to fall. And only time will tell. But the short's falling pretty nicely now to the downside here. 64,199. Shorts fall quickly. Look at that. And if you took the short, you're in the money. I'm up 3.9% on a short. 5 years sober. I do not touch alcohol anymore. Shout out to Shahab Samkhan. Hey, Lifer, greetings from the UK. 3 a.m. Love you and love your stream. Thank you for showing up each and every day. Supporter here for life. Thank you. Steve Courtney just out 175K being possible today. I projected 171 a few weeks ago. While ago, had a DCA fully segment. I feel like long-term bags don't get covered enough. I talk about long-term bags all the time. We go over them. You guys see me make them every day. I DCA into Bitcoin in front of you. 5,000 here, 1,000 here. On this channel, we're always talking about long-term bags. We DCA'd into KASBTC before everybody else. We got in below a penny. You know, many. This channel is the king, I believe, of long-term bags. People just don't realize that because they don't pay attention. Yeah. Because we do so many things here, they just see all the things we do, or they focus on one of the many things. Like, oh, he leverage trades, he does this, but we do it all. And the most amount of money I've ever made is long-term holding, and I've made that very clear to everybody. And I even say billionaires, you know, usually don't day trade. All right. And so, wow, BTC doing well. KASBTC doing well. So it's now, look at that beautiful pump for KASBTC, pumping to the upside on the daily, getting legs, as we call it, getting legs. And there's KASBTC just booming to the upside today, getting a nice move. It didn't follow through, got a little bit of a slump here. And now it's kind of, you know, dumping down with Bitcoin, really, in a way. Like, the whole market likes to fall back, especially Sunday night. Or, no, is this, no, the monthly candle close. It feels like Sunday night. But whenever you have, like, a big night like this, it is the monthly candle close. And it closed pretty bearish. Like, the monthly candle didn't look amazing, I'll tell you that. Let's see. Could we bounce here and continue in this flag? There's a chance. We'll see. Somewhat of a double top at about 20,000 right now. But I'm being honest, right? I love KASBTC, but it looks somewhat, you know, just a local double top. Not saying it's huge, but, you know, pretty rounded there. And we could drop back to the 200 MA here, back to about 19.8. All right. Okay. The man that mastered all the angles. Shout out to Lifer Adam in the house. I have $9 invested in futures. I'm up 9.16 now. Hey, that's pretty awesome. If you feel like looking at CSF, it's holding strong, smoking. I don't feel like looking at it, but I like you, so I'll do it. Well, I did get a nice bounce off that 618 golden pocket. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Seems to be kind of holding out this bigger channel. Interesting enough, I guess, right? With you know, not much else going on today. But high risk, high reward for sure on this one. $8.2 million market cap already, though, which ain't bad. All right. Speaking of which, like, Daddy didn't do much, right? Daddy Tate, it got a bit of a buzz and then just, it's been kind of sideways ever since. Hero, Steve will do its coin. No love. I mean, the market's been pretty flat, I'll be honest. So, but Steve will do its coin just slowly, just going down. Come on, Steve. I know you got it. We believe in you, Steve. Sam, familiar with CRA down hard this week? No, I don't know anything about it. Wow, Wolf, man. I don't know. You guys hope on these meme coins. I'd rather DCA. And wow, look at this beautiful short to the downside. Bitcoin tumbling down. And if you jumped into the short, you were up now, just like Sammy. I'm looking at it right now, down 7%. Not a huge gain so far, but just starting. We want to add to this on the next kind of bounce back and continue to go here. But the short's starting to go well. We'll hold this all night. Hopefully we can make about $1,000 tonight. All right. You can short the market through the beautiful campaign here on Wax. All right. Claim up to $20,000 bonuses. 17 days left on Wax. All right. And it's a beautiful platform where shorting is awesome. And you can get it done. Ooh, I don't know what that's all about. But if you want to learn how to talk Chinese, we're here for you. I'm just... How to speak Chinese. Sorry. Don't mean how, you know what I'm saying. All right, one thing I wanted to double check. Okay. I just joined Wax under your link, Sammy. Thank you. Appreciate that. How wild would it be if the top is already in? Would be a Monty Python skit. I mean, it's possible. There's always a possibility, in my humble opinion. That's what everyone does, Everyone says, oh, it could, But to me, it's kind of a consolidated bear flag, don't you think? Like a giant consolidation for a bigger move. Mandarin getting listed. Soundtrack is vibey. Thank you. Yeah. The tail end of the last bull run, I bought so much memes and altcoins, took a major loss. Since then, I only buy an old BTC. Memes are short term, in my opinion. Yep. You learned your lesson, Rudy. And tell these youngins the same thing, man. They get caught up in this nonsense, and they get bagged on these little coins, bro. Shout out to my son Roman. First half learning TA from the best, man. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to Roman. So Roman, we use the MACD, the RSI, and the stochastics RSI together in conjunction with the 5 moving averages: the 21, the 50, the 80, the 100, and the 200. When the moving averages get close together and tight, we know there's a move coming. Let's take a look at it. Is there still a possible bullish move here for Bitcoin that we can't see? As I showed you guys before, there's a chance that we're making something like this. And we get very tight in here for a move to the upside. Could we get a bounce off this bottom trend line? Could this little dump be short-lived for Bitcoin? And this is kind of the way, if we can get out of here, to the upside for BTC. I do hold Beam. How do you know? You know everything about me, it seems. Strange. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here with us. It's these days late at night on, Wednesday night? I like to trade on Wednesday nights way more, but not on a Fed. After the Fed just sucks the wind out of the whole market. Everyone waits. Too many people trade, and too many people speculate on Fed day instead of just trading their regular style, and it makes the market just kind of act very irregular and strange. I've seen it many times. It always seems to happen this way. I don't know why. It just is what it is, right? So... And so, you'll get these irregular, and so the rest of the week also is affected, in my humble opinion, and it's something that I've seen many times. Sam, I look up to you. Thank you. Shout out to Ryan. I look up to you, man. Bob Proctor, baby. Never forget, my friends. Never forget. What do you think of the weekly 21 EMA on BTC? I think about it. It's okay, though. It's not in the worst spot. Yeah, so everybody, I do see more downside for Bitcoin tonight. I could keep going on and on how I don't, but I mean, I would stay short for a nasty, nasty dump. I would stay short for a nasty dump. Yeah, it's called RNSID, RNS.ID, RNS.ID. When you love someone, you learn about them. And I love you as a fellow follower of the Lord. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, man. I love you for a fellow follower of the Lord. Amen. I appreciate when someone follows the Lord. It means a lot to me. And so thank you. May God bless you, brother. We are soldiers together in this spiritual fight. Remember, when you're below that 8-hour 200 MA, you can just watch that baby cook to the downside. We're likely to at least drop to the 21 SMMA there. We're now up 10% in the green. And man, I can show you how to short. I can show you how to long. There's money to be made in this market. You guys see me trade. I've been trading since 7 in the morning in the trading group. It's now 10 at night. We've been going all day. You've been seeing me make gains on the way up. Now you're seeing me make gains on the way down. You're like, this guy doesn't stop. You're like, whenever you see me, I've got a green trade cooking. Whenever you see me, I got a green trade cooking. Do I not? Do I not? It's not easy to do, but we do it. 63,900 starting to fall here for the downside. We're getting that major dumpage, and we just called a beautiful short for you. I'm up 13% now on this move to the downside for BTC. And it was as simple as the 8-hour being below that 200. And then knowing that we had a flag cooking here further to the downside. A measure move takes us to 62,300 for BTC. Now we're starting to cook, making some bacon on the beach here on the trade for BTC. Moving that stop loss into position, getting ready to scalp Alino. Sammy Gaines, burger, extra sauce, amen. I'm in green, baby. Who's in the green on the short to the downside? Who made gains with me on the long earlier today? And who's making gains in the short right now? I mean, now the money's coming in. Now we're getting money here, up 16% on the trade. And there's a nasty dump to the downside, as suggested would happen for BTC. Took a long on KASBTC, and I'm in the green. Wow, that's weird. Today was super easy money day. Short, I love nothing is super easy money. It's all, you got to work for every penny, man. Every penny. Wow, that 8-hour, man, we could see a nasty, nasty dump. Here we go, 63,920. Can we break 9 to go back to 6,800? So much more liquidity to the downside than to the upside suggests that we can get all the blood down here. Show us the dumpage. Let's get the pain, man. The long squeeze is on right now as we're speaking for Bitcoin. Massive long squeeze here for BTC, and you're taking gains. I can't believe I showed up and started making gains with you. But it was there. Whenever I see it, it's there. And now we can really get paid. Come on, baby. Come on. Come all the way down to the target here. Let's make some real money on this live. Let's go. Let's clean up. If we're going to work late, we might as well get paid late, baby. Let's go. A little bit of bullish divergence starting to kick in there. Made me think, hey, maybe, how much more can we get out of this squeezed position? And you can move that stop loss into break-even status here, so I can't lose any money. Blast, blast, blast. Cook, baby, cook. Cook the other way. Drain, baby, drain. Whatever we want to say, Look at that massive long squeeze coming to the downside, paying us. The longs getting liquidated as we're taking our short positions. And I mean, the market tells us which ways it's going to go. We just need to listen. The second you broke the 200 MA right here on the 7 minute, that was a short call. Now you're doing it on the 8-hour. It's the same thing. They're going to bleed that 63,910. Trying to bounce it back to the upside now, going after the liquidations. If enough shorts pile in, though, they just won't be able to handle it. Slight bullish divvy starting to form here. We're getting the bounce further back to the upside. I took profits on that trade. Maybe we bounce. It is close though, and you could really keep that stop near the 200 on the 8-hour and ride it big time. I'm in for the scalp though. I'm in for the scalp. So there you go. It's been a battle. 3 streams in one day. Much love to the hardest working man in crypto. Thanks, Sammy. Shout out to Blair Stevenson for the 777s. Thank you. Thank you. Now you're going to look for the bearish retest of this bottom trend line. Price action will just kind of make an attempt to get back in, but it will dump right back down here to the downside. Likely going to continue to dump. You're like Professor X in the market is your cerebro. Yeah. Bang it on him. TP'd, baby. Take profit. Yep. Here covering the most crucial moments, my man. Amen. It's going to skyrocket. Been sober almost 10 years. Best choice I've ever made. Love you, lifer. Shout out to Chris Grasso. We love you too, man. I'm so proud of you, brother. And keep going, man. Don't stop. Don't stop. And look, I sold and I took some nice profits. How would you set a stop loss on this retest if we were opening a trade on the retest? So if it came up and retested, I'd be getting in. My stop loss would be on the other side of the pattern. And I'd bring this down, preferably right, resistance, wherever the top resistance of that pattern would be, like that. I'd make it sure it's a 2-4. It's not the best, but you know, almost a 3-1 if you can get pretty close to the retest area. But 1 minute has some bullish div now. Probably not that strong though, in my humble opinion. Like I showed you, now you got like a resistance. Look, bounce, resistance. So you got to flip. And you're not going anywhere till you break above 65,000. I can't believe we're back below 65.5 again. Every single time we get above it, I'm like, oh, we'll never get back below it again. And then we're back. It's like, this has been a battle. The $60,000 level has been a battle. Our public Bitcoin back to 64,120 though. It's time to do its inverted head and shoulder move here, right? Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. Can it build back better? Six, can be unburdened by what is done. If we close down here on the higher, it can go back. It's going to look, yeah. Castle might come down to 19.8 for the retest. Anything is possible. Remember, that 8 hours is still prime for a massive dump. Nothing has changed on the 8 hour, in my humble opinion. And see, you're overbought here. This could just keep making little flags, and they could just keep dumping on you. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep bleeding. Those little bumps in that VWAP money flows right for the 5 minute up. Yeah. Hit the likes and support the buddy. I mean, I'm holding long on Casper overnight. I think it looks too good. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't trade alts late at night, but you never know. Maybe you make some gains, right? I mean, I'm holding swing positions from long-term swing positions, but nothing new. Not tonight. No, I wouldn't overtrade tonight, everybody. Not after what happened with the ups and downs on Fed Day, and then we have Thursday, lower volume. I'd just be careful. I would not overtrade today. I'd take it easy. I'd take it easy over here, huh? Sam got 700 people here on a Wednesday night. Wow, I didn't even notice that. Unbelievable. Saying my keyframes again. What the heck, man? Always something. Like stream guy, 97 likes. Yeah, we got 97. Oh, no, 227 likes, 277, 77 in the chat revenue. Thank you. Last meeting, we're bullish, but the markets were down. Today, we'll recover, bounce back. CPI data will come out, and that's where we'll go down to 61. You never know, Jesse. Sound like you're trying to paint exactly what will happen. We'll take it one step at a time, though. This might make a nice inverted head and shoulder to attempt to reverse here. I could also just dump on the higher stochastic here on the 1 minute. Thinking instantly brings down your probability of hitting. TA over everything. Amen, smart man. Can't work in 2 hours, can't sleep. Keep poking at the charts. Probably fake a sickly to keep trading. You're so funny, bro. Man, go to work, man. Go to sleep and go to work, man. Don't play games. Get that money, man. You know, don't, you know, if you have an obligation, fulfill it. It's as good for you as it is for them, even though people think they're not, you know. Yeah. Again, like the only thing I would take maybe is like my old, you know, can you break the 200 MA here on the 1 minute and then further to the upside, right? Everybody, if you want to trade where we trade, you want to learn more, you want to hang out with me even more than you're hanging out with me today, which is almost impossible, but you can. Go to CryptoLifer.com, hit the link there, and it will take you to the website. And you can join today, join the best Discord in the game. I've got an amazing trading school in there. I have a course inside there that people would charge you $3,000 for. I won't do that. It's ready to go for you just for the $99 that you pay to jump on into the trading group. So take advantage of it while you can. Also hit your email address in here, put it in there and click consent and subscribe, and we'll send you our weekly newsletter every single week. But I can't wait to see you here. Go to CryptoLifer.com to find out more. Appreciate that. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax, and Houdini Swap. Houdini Swap, where you can transact freely. And it's look, another million came in since today. We talked about it. And you can go from any single, you know, chain that you need to, from Blast to Sui, from Sui to Blast. And I say Blast a lot because it's obscure, but you could also go from ETH to Sui, ETH to Sol, you know. You could do lock to anything you need to. Hey, you could go anywhere you want. You could also do it privately. It does take longer, but it can be done privately if you want to keep your privacy. A wallet's got a lot of money. You don't want to be tracked or something like that. And for your privacy, word for your safety, something of that nature. Houdini Swap has it all for you. All right, ready to rock. Shout out to the channel sponsor, Houdini Swap. Yeah, baby. 64,120 for Bitcoin. I see a dump to the downside coming. I see more pain. I see more pain. I could be wrong, but that's what the charts are telling me. They're conveying to me that we're going to get even more dumpage to the downside. Okay. Is that a fact? Nothing is guaranteed, but it looks likely. Or do we make the right shoulder, right? The high stochastic suggests more dumpage almost, you know. Remember the 8 hour, I wouldn't long like big time unless the 8 hour gets back, you get back above the 8 hour 200. You do that fine, you can take another long. Until then, you're in a downtrend. And you're in a more macro downtrend. So to me, you're headed lower down to 63,590. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, yeah. You're going to see a move to a downside. It's only a matter of time there, boy. But that's what I'm seeing, you know. And again, we could be wrong. But that's what I am seeing. And yes, it is only a matter of time. Likely more dumpage. Right as we say that it does the right shoulder. Look at that. Tries to hold on and get the pump back to the upside here for Bitcoin. Highly volatile night to do too as well. I mean, you got your 7 minute, you're oversold now on everything. Trying to make a bullish engulfing candle, which you did actually for the bounce. Good thing I took my short off the table. would have been back to break even. And a lot of charting today too. Sometimes, you know, my brain gets like mush, right? You just gotta eventually take a break. I mean, we charted all day long. It was insane. 15 minutes still looks like it wants to continue down, like it doesn't look amazing. Might barely retest and continue to the lower side, right? We got that liquidity lower too as well, so I don't know. Nothing tells me, oh, I'm bullish at all. Inverted head and shoulders, the only thing it's got going right now, right there. That should break out 68% of the time. So you have a 68% chance you're going to make a gain up to that. And there's a gap here too. You could also say it's just like just nasty price action in my humble opinion. And then don't forget, BOOKMAP has so much liquidity. And shout out to BOOKMAP. I do get a nice commission if you sign up to BOOKMAP. All the liquidity is to the downside. Well, to me, this is all shenanigans for a big dump down. It's only a matter of time till the dump goes down. Yep, down to liquidity. Trying to think where, like, can you type in the margin though? I like to type in the margin. There's that dumpage going, baby. Look at that dump. Battling the $64,000 level, but I mean, it's just trash. I would play that 8 hour, keep it long all night long, and wake up and see where we're at. That's like the best bet for me. And look, and now we're dipping back into liquidity just like we were supposed to. Resistance, yep. Yeah, Houdini swap is the lock token. Yes, it is. Yes. Yep. Sam, look at Bitcoin in the 5 hour time frame with a pretty big head and shoulder. Yep, for sure. Same thing on the daily. Yeah. Yep. I see more downside, folks. I'm just telling you. I see more downside. I need a max win. I used to be proof token. Yes, it did it, but yep, poof. Yeah, you're right. Getting my motorcycle ready for Sturgis, dancing to the groovy tunes, my dude. Awesome, man. Be safe out there on the road, but have fun at Sturgis. Big motorcycle rally. I can't even swap circuits of value on Houdini. I think I'm stuck with it. Yeah. Circuits of value. I don't know what that means. Oh, circuits of value. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it might be something small, right? Dancing to the beat. Can we get the short all the way to the down? Dump, 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 boom, 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 boom. All the way to 600, baby. Show me 600. Can you show me 600? 63, 600. And I'll walk away a happy man. Show me 600. Show me 600. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't see any bulls jumping in too hard right now. What's the platform to trade USA? Wex, WEEX. Jump on into Wex right now. I have a link right here. See here in the pinned comment. You can just jump on in. It brings you to the campaign. Jump on into my Wex campaign link. You'll actually get the fees less than they have on the actual site too right now, which is awesome. You can't get that anywhere else. So jump on in today to weex.com. Wex, baby, Wex. It'll blow your mind. I think you'll love it and have fun. It will work just like MEXC. So you'll be able to carry on business as usual and keep it moving. All right. Can we get 63,600 for the move to the downside here for Bitcoin? Fear and greed at 52. We're looking for a dump to this white line. With this white line, we want to see dump, 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 boom. 63,598. All right. And there's finally the 63.8. Finally seeing 8s for the first time tonight. The 63.8 is flashing. That means the 7 is coming. The 6 could be on the way. Remember, that 8 hour is your guide to the downside because price action fell on the other side of that 200 MA. You do whatever makes you happy, but that is a way to track price pretty nicely to see where it's going and what's going to happen. Now we finally have a bullish divvy here as you swung up on the RSI and you swung down on here like, hey, did we stop the pain finally? Could this be the end of the pain right there? We're just entrapping a few more bulls to catch us before they wreck us further to the downside. Tried it a few times already. Each time, nothing brewing. Just further crushing to the downside for Bitcoin. To me, I see us moving down to 63,800, but you never know. And price action is a mess right now. It's messy. It doesn't look good. And we're going to have to let the dust settle really to find out exactly what's happening tomorrow as we kind of just, it's a mess. I'm not going to lie to everybody and say it's awesome. It's not. That would be a lie, all right? Zoom out, 1 out. Yeah, they're both bearish. I see them 100%. 2 days bearish, 100%. Verified trader, 100%. I appreciate you, brother. You're right. You're spot on. It's all bear all the time. Yeah. Heavy bear, though. The odds are bear. Yep. Head and shoulder pattern, broadening wedges, just ugly patterns all around. Nothing saying, hey, this looks amazing, you know? Weak sauce all around. Send it down to 63,600. You got me watching Casper now. Yeah, maybe we bounce after the touching. It's all I want. Yeah, Burger funny. Would make such a bounce. Yeah. You think if we will hit, yeah, it very likely will hit 63. Yeah, in my humble opinion. Very bearish. But you never know. Wow, we're back above 64,000, which I didn't think we would be. 5-second bearish, check the 50 lines I draw. Be careful. Kind of looks like a descending triangle, right? These are Bear City. No view up, no. Open is short at 69.5, expecting a drop to 52 complete target, but I will start taking profit at 59.5. Wow, that's a good short place to be at. Smart move. I have to go to bed. I made money today. Tomorrow is another day. Yes, it is. 4 months, same price, no new all-time high. Yeah, you got to know when to cut it off. I feel you, man. Yep. Bitcoin going on sale. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 12-hour lifer. Doesn't look good to me. A lot of people have been holding Bitcoin. I know it's going down. Why don't you sell? Look at Tesla, the best AI coin right now. Best DCA prices, best 10x data, YouTube, all the Web3, easiest 10x. I mean, data's okay. Could be better, you know. It could be better, you know. Lost 20K in a USDC long. 20K? Yikes. Now you're funny, bro. USDC. I think it'll dump at least for the next 12 hours. What about Solana? I mean, everything's going to kind of, I'll be honest, everything's going to dump with Bitcoin. I know you're like, oh man, but it's just very likely. I'm sorry, I don't mean to the bearer of bear news, but it just, you know. And there you go, 170, and there's the dump for Solana, losing the 200 in the 1 hour, and had a beautiful run all the way from 138. It's just like up, and here we go back down. It's just like, it's been this lackluster type of thing. All right. Somebody said, wow, KASBTC, I don't know what you mean. Oh, he had a nice pump. Yeah, but you know, it's going to come back too. That's a double top M pattern. We just talked about that. The whole market dumps when Bitcoin dumps, man. I'm telling you, the whole market comes down. It just is what it is. That's what happens. All right. Still holding the Solana position, of course, man. It's going to take 2 years. It's been a hard rally for sure. A hard rally. This has not been easy, this market. This cycle has been one of the toughest cycles of my life. Ever. Ever. Like, I would love a bounce in a recovery. It just, the market looks like I look at technical analysis and the market looks absolutely horrible tonight. Let's just be completely honest. So I'm not gonna, you know, the market, you know, the charts tell you a lot. They really tell you a lot. They really tell you a lot. Evening, guys. Biddy going to close the CME gap and wick back up, possibly. Yeah. How is Bitcoin versus Ethan dominance chart, please? Robert Rossiter, smart man. Thank you. Robert Rossiter said, not selling my Bitcoin no matter what the price goes down to. Amen. You don't sell Bitcoin. Not on this. No, I don't. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I don't sell Bitcoin. Not here, not never. Not here, not never, no ever. I don't sell no Bitcoin there. There's a battle around 64,000. Just remember, I'd flip bullish if the 8 hour gets back above the 200. I'm bearish if the 8 hour stays below. It's a very simple concept to me. It's really not that hard at this point. And then we're looking for more liquidity. I'm looking for the drop to 63,006 and to 63, probably 62.9, really. Can we pay in crypto for 99 5-month sub? Yes, you can, for sure. Email cryptolifers@gmail and jump on it today and pay in cryptocurrency. We got you, for sure. For sure. All right, everyone, I'm going to jump on out for the night. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Not much more I can say about Bitcoin. We may get a reversal back to the upside. Look for that area to get the bounce. See if the 1 minute can get a move back above its 200 MA. If the 1 minute breaks its 200 MA, then you know we're starting around that bottom and we can start to move. You know, you never know. Anything is possible. It really is. You know, you just, symmetrical triangle here could go either way, really, technically, and then you go from there, that down or up, and then if you break the 200, you get to move further up, and you could kind of take it from there. Could there be an M pattern on a daily? That's complete. Great stream, Sammy. As always, thank you. Anytime. Funny. Sold a little cows. How dare you? Don't ever do that again. Funny. Let it wiggle, baby. Let it wiggle. Everybody, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow morning for another beautiful update and a beautiful stream. May God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next live. Thank you for your most precious asset, and that is your time. May God bless you all.